Hey guys, it's Paul Gomez, Gomez Training International. What I'm going to show you today is retention position in context. Yeah, I've shown you retention position basics on a previous video, covered some unarmed material on some other videos. This is putting all of that together so you understand the progression. It looks like this. You have to have physical skills to control your environment, to try and control distance, put you in a better position to hopefully deal with, de-escalate the problem. If that doesn't work, if he launches a surprise attack on you, you have to have a non-diagnostic default cover position to keep you conscious and on your feet to allow you to get back in the fight. What I mean is, your non-diagnostic default minimizes the damage. You hadn't really hurt him yet. So now you got to hurt him. You've got to damage him in some way to allow you to manipulate him. Manipulate him physically, change position, change your body position, so that you are in a position so that you can access your tools safely and efficiently in the fight. So my good friend Craig Douglas calls in-fight weapons access. So we're going to start working a fence position, moving into a non-diagnostic default, moving into striking from there, striking and manipulating, to then allow access to the fight. Obviously, I'm not going to be shooting him, but that's the progression we're going. So, see how it looks on camera, guys. I don't want trouble, dude. Come here. So what we've got there is a fence position with my hands up to minimize damage. When he launched that punch, I covered up and moved into him. Having done that, I then began striking and manipulating him, controlling his limb nearest the tool I wanted to access, drawing the pistol back into retention position, and then able to get rounds on him and not shoot myself in the process. If you don't have all of those skills inculcated into what you do with the gun, there's a hole in what you're doing. Now, some people will say, oh, well, yeah, how often am I going to need those skills? How often am I going to have to deal with that problem? Only once. But the thing is, guys, as a private citizen in the continental United States, carrying a gun is, you're very, very, very statistically unlikely to ever need that gun. If you need that gun, you need it absolutely. And if you need that gun, you are so far on one end of the statistical bell curve that the averages, the odds, the stats don't really matter. You have to look at it from a worst case perspective. And that worst case perspective is a contact distance problem with someone trying to beat your face in, trying to kill you. And that's where your fight starts. So to my way of thinking, following that logic, you need your gun skills have absolutely got to integrate with your unarmed skills, with your unknown contact management skills, with your ability to get the tool from wherever you carry it into that fight that you didn't know you were in. In my opinion, the single most knowledgeable trainer on the planet for dealing with this totality of crap is Craig Douglas and his ECQC program. In my programs, what you will find is a direct relationship, a direct tie-in to the way Craig works material and works his draw string. Because I taught with Craig for 2 years in the early days of the ECQC program. So anyway, that's what we showed you. Hope you found it worthwhile. Please check out the website, www.gomez-training.com.